Right, back live with you tonight on In Focus. ActionSA has suggested a power-sharing government in the eThekwini Metro Municipality in KwaZulu-Natal. The party wants the DA, IFP and EFF officials to share various MMC positions. The proposal comes after the ANC failed to attend a special council meeting last Thursday to elect the new deputy mayor. The ANC narrowly failed to clinch a majority in the eThekwini council during the November 2021 municipal elections. ActionSA's eThekwini caucus leader, Zwakele Mncwango, joins us to elaborate a bit more. Good to have you, sir, and thank you very much for your time. How is your proposal being received? I mean, up until this point, I would take that there has been no talk about a coalition in the eThekwini Metro Municipality. I hear the ACC, who are bringing this motion of no confidence, saying they've now looked at your proposal and it's something that they're now deliberating on. Is that generally how opposition parties are feeling?
Yeah, it is true, Thabo, that currently we are having different parties obviously engaging, because we wrote to councillors, not to senior political party leadership. We wrote to caucus leaders because we believe this should be a discussion within eThekwini Council, because we want to save eThekwini. You know, we understand there's noise outside eThekwini municipality, across the province, across the country. There are statements from the EFF, statements from the IFP, statements from the DA. But our view is to say, as councillors, we need to do everything we can do in our power to save this city. And I must say, in this municipality, we actually have 222 councillors. And out of these councillors, you've got 100 councillors from the DA, EFF and IFP. So you've got 24 political parties. So when you combine opposition parties, excluding the ANC, you have 127 councillors. So the big question is, as councillors, we can't really blame the ANC for the collapse of our municipality. We must blame ourselves to say, as councillors, what are we doing to save the city? Because we can't keep blaming the ANC. What are we doing? You know, we've got enough numbers and we can't really keep complaining. Hence, we are saying as ActionSA, we must make this complaining proposal and say to parties, look, it's time now that you move away from comfort zone, and also we must stop fighting for positions. We must do whatever it takes to really save our city. And I think to save our city, we need really ethical leaders. We need leaders with honesty and integrity. And that is why we are saying, we're proposing a power sharing where we are saying DA, EFF, IFP, they are bigger parties. And eThekwini is actually using executive system, not mayoral system. So meaning already, why we make this proposal? Yeah. These three parties are actually having ESCO members. So DA have 3 ESCO members already on ESCO. And then you've got EFF with 1 seat, and then IFP with 1 seat. So we are saying all smaller parties, 20 of them, we are saying sit back, including ActionSA. We must sit back. We must stop asking for position. Why you not only 1 seat you want to demand to have a mayor or deputy mayor? For what? Only if you want power. We are saying let's have power for residents, not ourselves. Because the reason why we have collapsed co-governance is because as politicians, we make this issue about us. We are saying, as ActionSA, we don't want any position. We are making this proposal in the interest of people of eThekwini, because we saw eThekwini collapsing at the hands of the ANC. We have developing infrastructure. We've got residents who have within about 3 months without electricity, without water, and potholes all over the city. We are saying we can't allow the city to collapse at our own hands as councillors. So we can't continuously also blame the ANC. Last council meeting, Thabo, on Thursday, the ANC collapsed the meeting. Yeah. These are councillors who are in government, but they're acting like opposition. They collapsed their own municipality. We couldn't sit as council to elect deputy mayor because ANC collapsed the meeting. So we are saying we can't blame the ANC. 127 councillors, we've got enough majority to unseat the ANC. Let's do it.
Do you think the individual opposition parties would be able to look past their inter-party conflicts? For example, you've already mentioned on Saturday during the 4th plenary of the EFF, we hear that their arrangement with the IFP has now gone down the drain. They will not be, and they've instructed their deputy mayors to withdraw from that coalition. So there's obviously some inter-party rift. You hear, for example, in certain parts of the country where the Democratic Alliance has vowed never to work with the EFF. Those are inter-party conflicts. Do you think they will be able to overlook those inter-party conflicts and come on and give you those 127 seats that you would want?
Look, actually, you don't even need 127. You need 113 to govern the city. That's a majority. But 127 is just the number of opposition parties combined. But even if 7 of them doesn't go with us, they go with the ANC, you still have the majority. But we are saying, quite correct, it's for that reason we are proposing to say to parties, look, put aside your differences. We understand their differences ideologically. We understand we've got different perceptions about each party. I have my own perceptions about the DA, EFF, IFP. They've got their own perceptions about ActionSA and vice versa. So the issue here is, we are saying, put aside your differences. Put aside whatever perception you have with each other. Let's put residents first. Let's stop to make this about us. Because at the end of the day, you will find that politicians, whenever they negotiate, they don't discuss service delivery. They discuss what's in for us, what's in for me. That's what we are trying to say as ActionSA. Let's move away from a notion that says, what are you getting as a party? Hence, Chabo, I said earlier, this proposal deliberately, we made to eThekwini councillors. Because tomorrow, when eThekwini collapses, we can't keep blaming our parties. We must blame ourselves as councillors, and residents have a right to blame us as individual councillors, because we have a power to save the city. But we keep fighting for positions. But I can tell you, Chabo, some smaller parties, for example, are being offered money. You know, we've got councillors, even from ActionSA, that have been offered 250,000 rand just to abstain, because they were told, look, we know ActionSA won't allow you, we know Mncwango will be watching you, so just put a sick note. Don't come to council meeting. We're going to give you 250K. That's how far ANC can go in trying to collapse the municipality, because they are prepared to pay councillors for them to get power.
Your councillors have come to you to tell you that...
brave enough. We must fight. We are calling on all parties, even the DA.
Yeah, I'm saying your councillors have come to you to tell you that they've been offered 250,000 to abstain or be absent. Your councillors have come to you to tell you that they've been offered 250,000 to not attend the meeting, to be absent.
That's what happened, Chabo, for Thursday meeting. It is true. One councillor was offered. This is why we are busy trying to really open a case, because we believe it's a criminal issue. The councillor was offered money just not to come to the meeting. That's how far ANC can be so desperate in trying to take over power in eThekwini. So the situation here is very serious, Chabo. That is why we are saying, even in our proposal, we are saying to the DA, we know DA can be difficult at times. We are saying to the DA, look, we understand your issues with the EFF. If you're not happy in sharing power with the EFF, we have 3 ESCO seats. So we are saying, allow IFP and EFF to share power. Then you use your ESCO seats to do oversight amongst these office bearers who might be elected. So already we've got an alternative for a situation where DA can come and say, we don't want to work with the EFF. But again, I can tell you, some of the parties are scared of taking power. They always want to be in a position, make noise. Yeah. But we are saying, there's no time to make noise, because you can't make an excuse of saying ANC today and tomorrow compare with ANC, where it's got enough numbers in council to take over power. So I'm saying, sometimes these parties, the reason why we've got 24 parties in council is because these parties came out and say, we are no more happy with ANC government. Yeah. Now, ANC has been voted out by voters, but the same parties who complain about ANC are now the same ones who are voting ANC back in power after campaigning by saying the ANC is no more good for residents of eThekwini. How is it possible? That is why I'm saying, as ActionSA, we must take a stand and fight for residents of eThekwini so that they can get service delivery.
So ACC is saying that they wrote to to the Speaker around this question of the meeting being held virtually. They've not received a response from the Speaker. By all accounts, it does look like this meeting will sit virtually. What does that mean? I mean, do you think that is something that is, once again, part of what you are raising, that this is a planned situation where councillors could possibly be bought, and so it's easier to manage them and control them when this meeting is being held virtually?
Actually, Thabo, the Speaker have responded to ACC. I've seen the correspondence to ACC. Maybe you've got old information.
Yeah, it was an earlier statement at about 1 o'clock, I think, when they issued it out.
Yeah, the Speaker have responded, Thabo, but basically we're not happy with the Speaker's response because the Speaker says the Council will go ahead and vote on a motion of no confidence against the Mayor. We believe, as ActionSA, it's really unconstitutional because according to the rules of visual meetings, it says one party member, meaning a whip of a party, vote on behalf of the caucus. So it's a block vote. So meaning ANC might have 92 members in council tomorrow, but the chief whip of ANC will stand up and say, we are against the motion. So meaning it's against the spirit of Constitutional Court. They made it clear that members must vote with conscience. So you can't have a conscience when there's a block vote where someone is voting on your behalf. That is why, we believe this meeting is unconstitutional. We will definitely, we are already, as ActionSA, we are looking at legal options on this issue if the Speaker continuously says this meeting will be held visually, because you can't vote on such a matter visually. And also, we moved away from COVID. There's no reason why we can't have a physical meeting and have a vote where every councillor can really be brave enough and raise their hands if they believe this mayor is still the right mayor for the city. Why you must hide behind computers? We are saying no to this. But and again, we'll connect tomorrow. We'll be recording our views with the Speaker, because the Speaker insists that this meeting will take place visually tomorrow.
Zwakele Mncwango, I appreciate your time. Thanks so much for coming on. That's Zwakele Mncwango, the eThekwini caucus leader for ActionSA.